So yesterday I recovered the hard drive from my laptop from 15 years ago, and I was watching like pictures and like videos of me and my friends in the dorm. I was living in the dorm at the time, like very poor, like we were students, and that kind of brings some nostalgia, and make me kind of a little bit sad because I lost all these friends. And you may relate to this story too. Like you may made friends and then you thought they are kind of, friends for life, and then you may lost them as well. So I lost a lot of friends. I made a lot of friends and I lost a lot of friends. Sometimes I feel like it's kind of lonely life. We're born alone, we die alone, and it is what it is. Like we have different interests, we have different paths in life, but part of me sometimes I feel sad about it. I don't know how other people are dealing with this, or even people thinking a bit about this. So if you feel the same way, or if you have a story like about this kind of topic, like I don't know, you had a lot of friends and then you lost them by age, when you went to university, or different work, different interests, different city, different country, and you feel sometimes bad about it, you can share your story in the comments. So to start this off, when I was young, like elementary school or junior high, I was a very shy person. I was not talkative at all. I was dead fish, absolutely. Like I was not, like a super introvert. I didn't know even if there is a level below the introvert, literally silent completely. So I had mainly no friends except like from neighbors or kids I play with. But I would say the last year of junior high, I started making a little bit more friends. And the first reality that hit me like hard, where I was super sad. I remember, I wished I didn't want to go to high school because I had a lot of friends in the last year in junior high. And I was like I just want to stay with them. What I'm going to do now if I go to high school and I don't have friends? And I was very sad, like just moving on to high school. High school, I would say a couple months later, I kind of start forget making new friends, and then there you go. Probably it happened to everybody. So in high school, also I made a lot of friends, and even though I was not talkative, basically they just come to me most of the time. A lot of time I'm just sitting there, and some people like talk to me, and I'm very happy if somebody talk to me or like want to be friends. I'm not even like in their story. I'm just sitting there and like I feel like included in that kind of circle of friends, especially people who talk a lot, have a lot of friends, have they took the show. I'm just like sitting there. As long as they don't kick me out of that circle, I'm good. I'm happy. I kind of have friends. I considered them friends at that time. But again, it happened again. Like when moving to university, like I was very sad, but I was very excited too, like to go to university, because I was living just like small city, like in Algeria, east of Algeria, like there's nothing there. So I was excited to go to university, like big city or something like that. But part of me also like very sad to lose friends. And especially like after high school, everybody go to another city or different university, different field. I was like in science field, some even science itself, people go to engineering, people go to physics, math, chemistry, different informatics. It just like, yeah. And I was very sad about it, but it is what it is. I start to learn this kind of pattern, like we can't change this. And in university, the first 2 years I had no friends, almost, maybe just one friend or two, like, or some people just sometimes say hi. I was very shy person also, like first year, second year, and I didn't make much. But from third year I transferred from the first university to another university, and that I started making really friends that I really approached by myself and have really deep connection. We were like all from different cities somehow, like, and we were like just a small group, like 15, 20 or something. We know all each other, and they were different cities. We get along a lot, and we formed really bond relationship. Like I'm gonna share somewhere videos in here. I remember like we were living in dorm, but we were poor. We had nothing basically. I mean, university, everybody like the same. Some people have money, some people. But for us, we had nothing. We have that in common. We were just like having fun, like just in dorm, a small room like this. Sometimes like 6, 7 people there eating just like cheap food or something and dancing just like at music. I remember one video, even like I was watching yesterday, kind of like make me sad. My close friend before, like he was even like shaving my head a little bit, like arranging, like, because we don't have money to go to a barber or something. So and it was really happy moments at the time. And at that time, I felt like this is the friends for life, like this first impression compared to high school or junior high, because we were studying together, like we were kind of a little bit grown up. But again, it started happening again, because like at the end of the last year, I remember that was also very sad. Like, but that like more like to the reality, like it hit you directly to the reality, because before you just go to another school or something, but this time everybody go like to different work, different city, and they start a new life. It's gonna be serious, you know. It's not gonna be like, yeah. And in my case, I was very sad about it. And friends, I mean, we did farewell, like we celebrated, but we were like, we stayed in touch, like on Facebook and something like that. For me, I went to kind of pursue, like to become a doctor or something. I went to another city in Algeria before coming to Japan, and I made new friends as well. And I was still in touch with the previous friends, like from like the engineering degree, like first university, and we still in touch. Like, I mean, I made new friends and everything is fine. Like they really close friends. They're really good people. But when I moved to Japan, things changed. I felt like I'm the bad person, because I am mainly the person who cut them off. Or I was, you know, before we were just young, had nothing. Like we were not even thinking about work or interest, or we become different, we become old. But when I moved to Japan, I remember at the beginning, I used to stay in touch with them, all of them, like, you know, sometimes text, something like, especially the first couple months. But it's very hard living in Japan and staying with the same mindset, especially we Algerian people, like we chat too much. We have so much time. We're friendly so much, but we waste so much time of our lives. And I'm not complaining about it or saying my people are bad. No, it's really great mindset. People caring, people chat. Every day somebody like text you like, hi, how you doing? How's your life? What's the weather today? This kind of stuff. Even these little things, for me, it was fine at the beginning. But Japan is quite different country. You have to adapt. Like, you know, Japanese people, I used to, when I moved in, I thought Japanese people, they don't socialize. You send them a text, they don't reply to you. I felt it's so rude. I used to think that way, but I couldn't keep up. Like for a couple months, I would say first year, and I was doing PhD. It was pretty hard, and I had to adapt. And one of the things you have to adapt, you have to act, for example, like a Japanese. I'm not saying like you cut people off, but somehow you have to make time. You have to make time for your work, for your research, for your studies, for your work. And beside that, also the time zone. Like there is 8 hours between, like, you know, Japan and my country. And I remember I finished work around midnight here, like in the lab. And then like I'm almost going to sleep, and my friends texting me like, hi, how you doing? How's your life? You enjoying Japan and stuff? And for me, I used to reply, but then things like I'm exhausted. Like I can't do it anymore. And I felt so, even though at that time I felt I am disrespecting them, like, because I am arrogant, I became more selfish, I don't know how to explain this. I still feel bad about it, but it's just no choice. You have no choice, absolutely. If you don't do that, if you keep chatting with everybody, if you don't save your time, if you don't focus, if you don't have a discipline, absolutely, it was hard. I had no choice. But I still felt bad about it, because I remember they were texting me, like, and then I start calling out. For example, somebody texts me, I would wait 1 week to reply to them or something. Even I did that to my own family, which is, I feel so bad. But honestly, I had no choice, or maybe I was very bad. I don't know how to make that balance between work and friends, and it's pretty hard. Having a discipline, not easy for everybody. And for me, I always struggle with it, even now. Even now, I have a lot of skills. I own businesses, like 2 businesses, they're small, but I need more discipline to put more time in them. Like, and I used to work like day and time, like day and night. Even now, I stay work late. I still have a job, but I own business as well. And I stay even at 2, 3 a.m. all the time, and it's still not enough. Even I'm trying to make videos, and still not enough. So I had to adapt. But at the same time, and I don't know how to feel about it. Like, Part of me, I know kind of it is what it is. You have to make friends that are around your interest, and I start to get that kind of conclusion. I have a friend, like several close friends here in Japan. I'm not saying I don't have friends at all. I know I do have, but small circle compared to before. Like I have friends, I just talk about the business, or I talk about the career, or I talk about self improvement, how to do something, and I feel like those type of friends who have similar interests are more the friends you may last longer with them. And in life, it's not just about interests. Sometimes part of me, I don't want to just think of it. If I have interests with you, you be my friend. No, it doesn't make any sense. That's not even friendship. But like the least thing, I feel like you just gotta protect your time somehow, even temporarily. Like this personality probably just at this stage or before, like maybe when I'm super rich or something, I have like basically just people working for me, or I don't know. I just talk to everybody and just like and I still consider, for example, people even I know on social media, or even people if you are subscribing, I consider everybody as a friend. Even I reply to people, I chat with people, and I like to make friends. It just you have to I don't know, but deep down I'm not saying this is an excuse just because you have dreams or you want to be successful, you want to be disciplined. I feel like in this life it's not just about just success. Even making friends, or like giving time for them, or being there for them, or at least staying in touch with them, I think it's very important. But I don't know how to make that balance. And I don't feel regret. It just I feel like I'm kind of bad person, like for that, what I did, like and I don't know like how they gonna take it, or how they are gonna understand it. Like I just feel like cutting people off is just something hard to do, but sometimes necessary. And this is what I just want to talk about it in this video. And thanks for watching, and let me know your story if you can relate, and if you and if you have some advice for me, please give me that advice in the comments. Thank you.